go out for dinner with different groups, you know how you do. And Newman said, why don't you and I just have dinner? And I said, okay, I'd love to. That'd be great. Because I really like some of, especially Paul Newman's early films, like HUD. I liked it.
Yeah.
And The Hustler, if you remember that. Such a great film with Jackie Gleason. So I said, yeah. So we went out and just the two of us, and we were having a nice dinner. And Newman was not exactly diminutive, but he's kind of a short guy, and he had these incredible blue eyes, and he wore these little half glasses. And he's kind of mischievous, and I like that. And he loved cold bottled beer, and he loved he was a good racer himself, and that's why he liked that movie. So we sat there, and I got up and I said, let's talk about HUD. And we talked all about that, and all about The Hustler, and then other films, The Sting and Butch Cassidy and all that. And he said, well, let's talk about this movie. The Cars one was his last movie, and he died. And he said, well, I've burned my tuxedo. I'm not going to do any more gigs or anything like that. He said, I think I'm going to, unless something really good comes along. Or, of course, he would have continued in the Cars movies. And actually, he shows up in Cars 3 with some old film, by the way. But, so he said, we had some really good scenes together, like in the courtroom and all this. He said, it was just so much fun. He said, but there's one scene I want to particularly mention to you. The scene where Doc Hudson, his character, racer, town doctor, has the sheriff up on the grease rack. And he's giving me a little delicate examination in my tailpipe. You recall it? And what happens is Lightning McQueen comes sliding into the garage. And I look down at him and I say, get a good look, city boy. And we hope you enjoyed the show. And we run him out. And he goes back to looking at my tailpipe. He said, that was a funny little moment in the movie. But here's what you need to specifically know about that. He said, I thought about this, and you are the only man in the whole world who can say he did an intimate scene with Paul Newman. And I love that. That was that. I said, that is great. It's a real keeper memory. Yeah.
Your resume.